So back again on the walk, you know I usually do. But yeah, on a serious note, I did want to talk more in depth about just my whole situation, just at the mental hospital, I guess that's what you would say. But yeah, I wanted to go a little bit more in depth. So what got me in there basically was I was saying some things that out of frustration to someone, and they felt the need to call the cops because they felt I was gonna be a harm to myself. And at first I was just really upset at the situation and upset with the party, but in the end I know that they were just really trying to look out for me and my best interest. So I don't have any animosity towards the situation or them anymore. But yeah, basically really just diving into the subject of just like a mental hospital. A lot of these mental hospitals that I've just been hearing about, like during my time there, or just like my own experience, these are places that just like treat you like an animal, and I don't really understand why that is. If you're trying to help someone, why are you caging them up like a beast and only allowing them to eat like 3 times a day and like only roam the halls? It's just stuff like that. It's weird to me, and again, speaking on my last video, how it resembles so much like a jail and like a classroom. It just makes me think, like, what is the government really trying to do, with these, like, just the way they build up schools, they build up these hospitals, and the way they build up jails. It just makes me really think, like, why do all these things look so similar, But when you go to a jail out in Europe or Australia or something, right? These jails look like actual places for like rehabilitation. Like, you have TVs in the room, you have activity rooms, you have workout rooms, you have gyms. If you want to like really get someone in better shape, not even just physically but mentally, why don't we have access to gyms? Why don't we have access to outside? It's not a jail, right? So why are we being boxed up like animals? It just makes me think a little bit on that. And that's why I really do want to, at some point really build like a facility, to really help people. Because the mental hospital I went to didn't help me at all. It was actually a horrible experience, something that I'll never forget. And it'll make me not want to go back in there. Part of me thinks that the reason that they have these hospitals, these, jails the way they are is to really basically say, you better shut up, boy, or I'll put you in a cage and never let you out, And that's America, It's not much rehab and like, and going to these places, they just want to cage you up like an animal and then release you back into society and then wonder why you're making the same mistakes because you didn't give the person or the people the proper treatment. You just put them in a cage. What happens when you put a dog in a cage, You see what happens. They become aggressive. So there's so much stuff in the United States, America, not even just America, but I feel like in the world that needs to just be rewritten, rewritten or just like completely, torn down and just like rebuilt. There has to be a fire at some point for us to like rebuild society in the way that we should want to see it. There's only so much a president can do, and we think that voting for a president is going to change anything. Is it really going to change anything? I don't think so. It's just another means to split us up. We already have black and white, split. We already have racism. We already have class system, rich and poor. And we have a democratic system, left or right. So, in all reality, we all just need to be in the middle. If we're all just in the middle, I wonder what would happen, But, yeah, this is another short video, y'all. Just getting lost in nature. Hope everyone's doing good today. And, read the Bible, y'all. I should read the Bible. Yeah, I don't know how I'm feeling about this new facial hair. Just a stash. I don't know. Fuck it though. It's me still. Yeah. Peace and love to everyone. Let's have a great day. Let's have a great week. Let's be productive. Love y'all.